Hello, my name is LoG and welcome to part 4 of my double picking power-up. If you guys enjoy this type of instructional material, feel free to check out my Patreon at the link below. Let's get on to the lesson. Okay, let's recap what we did in part 3. It was just those two descending scales, looked like this. Right, and that was kind of implying this progression, the E minor, then the D minor, then the G, and then the C. So it was like the 6th chord of the key, and then the 2, 5, 1 of the 4 chord of the key, C in this case. That's kind of what was happening. Now, this whole section is pretty much on C, or at least this first part is on C major, and that's pretty much what we're doing here. We're pretty much just working straight up a C major 7 arpeggio. So this passage is going to start with the note that we left off on, this E right there. That's what we're starting with. So that's the 3rd of C, and all we're doing is we're walking up a major 7 arpeggio, which looks like this. The 3rd, then the 5th, 7th, root, 3rd, 5th, 7th, 5th. So those notes are E, G, B, C, E, G, B, G. So I'm playing it like this. There are many ways to play this, so you don't have to play it like I'm doing, but that's what I'm going to do. So again, it looks like this. I'll play it without talking. Right? Just like that. Pretty simple. After that, we start to play a sound that kind of implies C minor, which will eventually take us back to the beginning of the track, and that looks like this. So here's the ascending C major 7 passage. Now once we're here, we just played the G, right? Now we're playing A, the 6 of C, then the E flat, the C, or the flat 3 of the C, which kind of gives it that minor sound. So we're playing A twice, E flat, G, A, up to C on the same string, C, B, A, F sharp, and then G, and that brings us back to the G, which brings us back to the beginning of the whole thing on the E minor. So that passage one more time. Okay, so A, E flat, G, A, C, B, A, F sharp, G, and that takes us back to the E minor. So let me play the whole thing. C major 7, C minor. Okay, I'll play a little slower so you can see my fingering. I'm going to play it not double picking. Check it out. C minor. E flat to G, roll the finger, right? A, C, B, A, F sharp, G. I'll do that minor one more time. Pretty simple. Let me play both of them. And that's pretty much it. So that's this whole section. Again, we're just implying a simple chord progressions like a C major, then to C minor, that kind of minor 6 or with a major 7, whatever you want to do. And then we're back to E minor, and then the whole thing starts over. So pretty typical chord progression, actually. It just might sound a little bit different because of what's going on with the guitar, what's going on with the track, but it's pretty typical for, you know, more of like a moving, almost like R&B style chord progression. So yeah, that's the whole thing. Once you get this part down, you'll be able to run the entire thing along with the final video that'll be out in a little while. So if you're ready with this part, practice this part, get it down, get it comfortable, and then you can start to play along with this track. Again, this track will run from 90 to 160, and it will be just this part. And then when we hit the final video, we'll play the entire thing along with that track. So let's get on to this track again from 90 to 160. that does it for part 4. Hopefully you'll have all these sections ready to go when we play over the final track. As usual, if you enjoy this type of instructional material, feel free to check out my Patreon at the link below. And don't forget to leave a comment in regards to some other power-ups that you'd like to see. See you guys in the final track.